Well, what happened this morning was a proposal rather than a formal offer. So this doesn't mean that this isn't going to perhaps happen in the future at a higher price level. When we look at the actual statement, they say it substantially undervalues AstraZeneca, and on that basis, we're not prepared to engage with Pfizer. Now, the offer was for £50 a share, as you mentioned. At the moment, shares are trading between £47 and £48 a share. They're actually falling slightly lower. And what we hear is when we were speaking just before this rejection to Sue Nofka. She's a fund manager at Schroders. They hold about a 2% stake in AstraZeneca. And she was sort of indicating that at a £50 level, they're not potentially interested, but we might hear that more shareholders will get involved if this deal were to value the firm higher. So we might see this go through perhaps, but at a much higher level.
OK, so there'll be further offers potentially. A lot of concern politically about this. Lord Heseltine has been saying that actually the UK government should have more powers to put off deals like this potentially. What is happening at the moment on the political front? Because there are letters being written to David Cameron. Is that going to make any difference? And what can he do about anything anyway?
Well, what we heard this morning is, yes, they're going to sweeten the offer to shareholders. They were increasing the cash element. But they also wrote a Dear David letter to the Prime Minister saying that perhaps they were going to, for a duration of 5 years, these conditions would be good, that they would change their tax domicile to here, to the UK. Not surprising, really, because the corporate tax environment in the US is about 35%. At the moment, in the UK, it's 21%. It's due to fall to 20%, so that's a no-brainer. They said that they would also be moving 20% of the combined workforce in research and development to the UK, and they would secure the future of a research base in Cambridge. So you can see that they're doing everything they can to woo the Prime Minister, but at the moment, yes, it's very important that the government gets involved, and this is a very politically sensitive situation, but the government can't at the moment have the powers to wind up the deal.